Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fandom Flux podcast. I'm Casey, and I'm bringing you the slow jams on the drive home, just so I can ruin Kenshi's intro, because he was going to steal this thing immediately if I let him. Because I was doing this before we even started, and now I get to do it without him interrupting me and just enjoy the ride.
You didn't do it good enough. That was a shitty job.
Yeah, my voice was deeper before, but you know, I had to transition from the regular voice to the deep voice, and it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. So
the excuses.
It's hard to drop into that. It's not even like lower register; it is bottom register. Anyway, so hi, I am very, very tired right now. I will probably not be talking very much. I am super glad Zero's not here, because if he started talking about Nintendo or light novels or some stupid anime for half an hour, I would not even be doing the gag where I pretend to fall asleep and do the thing. I would actually be falling asleep. So, yeah. Hi.
Hi.
We have Slicer here today.
Hey, what's up?
And Guy.
I'm here.
And Patient.
Hello, everyone.
Who says he probably won't be talking much because they're testing fire alarms in his apartment complex today. And we have Kenshi.
Hi, I'm Kenshi618. Fuck you, Casey.
You literally said you were going to steal the thing that I was doing for your intro. I could not have that. I don't care if mine was shitty. I don't care if mine was shitty, because it was mine. It was mine, not yours.
Whatever, Bojack.
I don't get that reference. They haven't done that movie yet on DVD Abridged. So.
I'm talking about Bojack Horseman.
Oh, I don't get that reference either because I haven't watched it. So.
Aw. In this instance,
you need to.
In this instance, I think I'll be Mr. Peanut Butter. What is this, a crossover episode?
I don't understand the things he's saying, and I'm even more confused than I would normally be because I am so very, very tired. Alright. So, Guy, what the fuck have you been doing for the past 2 weeks?
I don't know.
Besides getting the episode day wrong last week.
I didn't get it wrong. The rest of the world was wrong. I was right.
Not really seeing how an episode. Not really how seeing how an episode went up that you weren't on.
The rest of the world was wrong, but only by an hour, not by a whole day. So it's daylight savings time joke. Guy, what the fuck have you been doing?
God, why do you always make me go first? Honestly, I can never think about things. What have I been doing? I tried to pick a lock with a thingamajiggy this morning. What do you call paperclip? That's right. I tried to pick up my lock with a paperclip because I got locked out of my house.
That doesn't work. You need multiple.
Yeah, I know, but I still tried, and it was embarrassing.
Yeah. Also, your audio sounds a lot better. Did you get a new microphone or something?
No, exact same one.
Oh, that's very strange. Anyway, sorry.
It's saying that I've got a really bad connection now at the minute, actually. So I'm a bit surprised.
No, you're fine.
So yeah, first thing this morning, I woke up, decided, let's empty the bins. Went outside, the door slammed shut behind me.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't good. So bear in mind that I'd never actually had shoes on at this time. And I had to call a locksmith to open the door. So I was about 2 hours late for work this morning, and it went downhill from there. What else has happened? Oh yes, and I suppose right now I pretty much hate American politics because it was all that's been discussed at work.
Yeah.
Why do you care?
because I have to listen about it. It's what everyone is going over here as well, honestly.
It is,
Why do they care?
It is important to just about everyone. People can hate on how everyone thinks America's the center of the fucking universe. It isn't the center, but it's pretty fucking close. So it does kind of matter.
Just the guy's an idiot. Honestly, that's the bit that bugs me the most. He's just an absolute idiot. And you still elected him.
I didn't do shit.
The thing that bugs me is that technically, according to the numbers, he actually lost.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah,
Clinton
our
won the
electoral
popular vote.
college thing is kind of fucked up.
Yep. There is a movement to just have the electoral college of a state follow the popular vote, but all of the states that are doing that are blue states, so she would have lost anyway. Which, incidentally, since every time that a Republican has won by the electoral college but not by the popular vote, it would mean that the only thing that would change by doing the popular vote thing instead of the electoral college is it would give a Republican a chance to win by that, because it has never gone the other way, and there are only blue states in it. So all that would happen is those blue states would become red states because of a popular vote. That's the only thing that would change. So, yay for the Democrats actually supporting proper democracy, I guess. Christ.
I don't want to talk about this. Okay, I've lived this.
I regret bringing it up now. I've had a whole day of people talking about it, and I just want to say no.
Really? Because this is like 80% of my job. So.
Oh, yes, when you. Oh, that must be awful for Kenshi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least Kenshi worked for local news, so he probably also got to write a story about how there was a dog that got caught in a tree or something.
No, I did get to write. Like when I left, they were talking about how there was a bear wandering around downtown. It was a baby bear too. So.
Oh, it sucks that you missed that bit. That would have been a fun story to write.
I threatened to go downtown and wrestle it.
That would have been cool.
It would have been. I could have taken it too.
You could have been Takamura.
Did they let you?
Huh? Would they let me? I mean, if I found it, then no one could let me do anything.
Fair enough.
You mean Baron enough? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Superman.
Go to bed. Go to bed right now.
The fuck are we talking about? Guy, you were talking about the stuff.
You know, I actually did have a list of things which I got desperate enough. I made a list of the things I could talk about for this section.
Good.
And then I forgot what the list was. So,
Whoops.
what else? Oh yeah, I watched an anime series over the weekend, RE0. That was really good, actually. Yeah.
Was it? Are you going to tell us all?
Do you want me to?
No.
Oh, okay, then I won't.
Zero really hyped it up, and it's one of those anime that's like, if you don't like it, you're a hipster or some shit. It's too popular, basically.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah.
So,
Casey, stop.
just real quick, did you like it?
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, good. Okay.
What else have I been doing? Oh, just skip me already. You know you want to.
No. Say the things.
I don't have any things. I can't find my list anymore, honestly.
3, 0. So you got nothing else?
I've got nothing else.
Lame.
That's me in a nutshell.
Okay. I will go next while I am still awake. I am mildly annoyed at everyone that I'm supposed to be recording with this week.
Yeah.
What did I do?
So, I may have mentioned, and it might have been made mildly, abundantly clear that I am a little bit tired today. That's because I have gotten at most about 3 hours of uninterrupted sleep over the past 3 days. Yeah, because Tuesday I was supposed to record with Slicer, and so because I was running nocturnally, I was like, okay, I need to actually wake up for the recording session. So that was like 2 hours away when I went to bed. So I set my alarm for 2 hours from then. Woke up, Slicer's not online. Okay, maybe he's running late. So I sit there and wait. I sit there and I wait. About 2 hours later, Slicer comes online.
2 hours later, I wake up.
And says nothing.
I slept in so late.
And so I went to bed because fuck Slicer. Slept for like 2 hours because I had slept recently and my brain did not want to shut off again. So, following that day, I was supposed to be recording with Zero. Or as far as I knew, I was supposed to be recording with Zero because I sent an email saying, hey, we need to record more of that conception shit because we're running out of episodes this week. So if we could record on Wednesday or Friday, that'd be capital. Why did I just say capital?
Because you
I don't
burnt.
know.
Anyway, so he didn't send anything back whatsoever. So as far as I know, I guess I'll just wait for him on Wednesday. And so I waited for him on Wednesday after an hour of sleep. And yeah, he didn't show up either. And yeah, that was another basically another night of no sleep. And now we're at today, where I got an hour of sleep after a day of trying to sort out another blood test that I have to do because apparently something went wrong with the last one, and having to sort out my disability application, and basically running around the entire estate for a good 3 hours, going back and forth, up and down a hill and up and down a hill. And yeah, like an hour of sleep, and here we are. And I want to crawl into a hole and either die or sleep. I'm honestly not picky right now.
Okay, you could never train with me. You would die almost immediately.
Yeah, I would, but you know, I'm ill, probably. So, it's reasons. The fuck else?
Well, yes. I mean, you have a physical ailment, so yes, you are.
Tyranny came out this week. The fucking Obsidian game that follows up Pills of Eternity, the one where the villain's already won and you're basically just a cog in his machine. And that looked pretty cool at, I think it was E3, and they were doing a PC showcase. I haven't played it yet because
Yeah. Okay. I was wondering why you weren't responding. No, that makes sense.
So what was I saying?
I never know.
What?
Tyranny.
Right. Yeah. That came out and I want to play it, but brain's slow. So, haven't played that yet. Looks cool though, so looking forward to trying that.
Can't see how that's any different than normal.
What are you referring?
That your brain is slow.
Long
Shut up.
silence.
I can't tell if it took him that long or that was part of the joke.
Both. It took me that long to come up with that as a joke response, okay? God damn it. Okay, what else did I do? Oh yeah, finished sorting out the disability application. that's been sent off today. Hopefully that gets there before the deadline, so that they can tell me that I don't receive any money because I'm not disabled enough. And like I say, the blood test that I had beginning of last week, something went wrong with it, so that giant bruise that's on my arm, that's still there after a week and a half, is, it's entirely pointless because they need to do another one. Which I spent the rest of the time that I was awake, aside from running around the estate, trying to organize, but the phone line was either busy, or no one answered, or it was busy, or it was busy, or it was busy. So, that didn't happen. So, that kind of sucks. Oh, because I was awake anyway, I watched the election coverage and all that stuff, and that was, special. Should we talk about that for like half an hour?
I would rather not. I lived it, so I don't really want to.
Okay. I don't really have much else. I play a lot of Stardew Valley in my waking hours because it's very easy.
And you called me lame, honestly.
Just like yourself. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got because I'm too tired to think of other things that I did this week. So I'm guessing that the no in capital letters is the response to election stuff.
Yes.
Precisely. Is what patient said. So, Kenshi, tell us
Yes?
about your election coverage this week.
I don't want to. Let's just get past it. All right? God, putting that show together was a nightmare that morning. Mostly because the results didn't really end until 2 hours before the show was supposed to start, which was not enough time to put a show together. But whatever. We're moving on from that. Everyone knows what happened, so we're not going to touch on that right now.
Were there any protests in your town? I live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't actually know.
There were not in my town. There were in my state.
Ah.
At the capital. State capital, actually. Other than that, oh yeah, I watched 2 full seasons of Bojack Horseman, and I'm halfway through season 3. I love that show.
I know, it's great. I haven't gotten around to seeing season 3, but it's such a good show. Everyone is terrible, and I love them.
So it's kind of an Always Sunny vibe thing.
But yeah, actually. From what little I know of Sunny, yes.
It's great. It's Bojack Horseman is a half horse, half man. He's an anthropomorphic horse who was a television star in the 90s. And he is just the worst person. But there's reasons for it. Many reasons. And you sort of root for him. A lot. And there's Mr. Peanut Butter and Princess Carolyn. And they're my favorites. And it's just watch the show. It's good. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix. I don't know who has Netflix here. Okay, so other than that, what else have I done? Oh yeah, I got into a pose down over the weekend.
What?
A pose down.
All I imagine is 2 people posing in front of each other JoJo style.
That's roughly what it was.
You should have gone for the most muscular and you'd just win automatically, probably.
Kinda, but it was against my dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
Who
should
was
have
more
gone for the most
muscular
muscular
than
and
me.
you just win automatically.
My dad's more muscular than me.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair play.
Like, his arms are bigger than mine, and it makes me angry.
He's had a lot longer to work on them.
I call him old, and I'm like, why are your arms so big? You're old. And he just flexes his muscle in front of me, and I get pissed. So we got into a pose down. And
No, that is the best response to that question. Like, why are you so old? And then he just smirks and flexes. Maybe shows off his abs or something.
he doesn't have them
enjoying the gun show.
Yeah, he doesn't have abs either. But
Oh, okay.
That's a shame.
apparently he used to before he got all old. But So yeah, that took like 15 minutes of my life that I'm never gonna get back. It was an interesting moment. Like my mom and my cousin just saw us doing that, and they were just stared at us like we were both idiots, which we are. But yeah. Also to note, this was in the bathroom, so it was like in front of a mirror, so we could both see ourselves and judge ourselves as well as each other.
Okay then.
Shirts did come off at some point.
You ever thought that you want to live someone's life for just a day? Just to see what it's like? Getting a bit of that right now. No, patient says. He says no.
You don't want to live my life. It's not that
I
great.
don't know, but I'd like to see what it's like for a day.
Yeah, let's see. What else other than the insanity that sometimes pops up? Nothing really. I didn't get hurt this week. So that's a plus.
Weird. That's weird.
I didn't put any overtime this week, so that's a plus. Also weird. Yeah, I think that's pretty much my week, man. Pretty even keel week.
Okay, who the fuck hasn't gone yet?
I haven't.
Okay, Slicer, you go next.
This actually ties into why I didn't watch the Randomme this week. One, I just learned about it this morning, so that was
bad.
great.
My bad. You didn't miss much. There was a pig.
I was actually interested. I might watch it later. Anyway, so yesterday I swung by the bank and I finally got paid. I don't know why it was delayed by 5 fucking days, but
Just got
So I had
paid
enough-
Wednesday night.
yeah, I don't know. Anyway, swung by Best Buy and got what is called SATA cables. I'm not sure if I went into this last week, but when I was building my computer, the person who helped me do it, he just gave me some SATA cables because my motherboard didn't come with them. The unfortunate thing was that those were used cables, and it turns out they were bad. So my computer could not detect the hard drive, which is a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So I got those cables, plugged it in, and I got my computer running. I'm recording on it right now. I'm so fucking happy. Oh,
Sorry.
I'm so happy.
Oh, okay, audience, you have no idea how much of an ordeal this was for Slicer and partially
Yes,
myself.
it was terrible. Like, it has been a source of constant stress and borderline depression for like 2-3 weeks now.
4.
Oh, God, it's been longer than I thought. Anyway, it's over now. It's working. It's Windows 10, but I don't care. It works, and I'm getting the hang of it slowly.
Yay.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? did I
Slicer
do?
can record things in future. Yay.
Yes, actually, this weekend I plan to record a few Just the Slice episodes. So just tell me when you need me to throw them up, and yeah.
As far as I know, we're gonna be out of conception for a bit. So if you want to do them on Tuesday and Thursday, that'd be good.
Sure.
That'd be good. I don't know what's going on with my accent right now, but
Yeah, that's
I'm kind
weird.
of alright with it because it sounds kind of charming in a sort of odd way. It's like a kind of bad Cockney accent, and I'm okay with it.
Okay
Keep-
then.
keep
Yeah,
going.
that's
Keep
a
going.
thing.
Yeah.
What else actually happened this week? Shit. I don't think much else happened, honestly. Oh, right. The local LARPing group that I'm a part of, called Hybrazil, they had their last session for the
Can't believe you
winter
forgot
break.
about this.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. That's weird. And so the closer and opener of a realm is usually treated as an event, which draws in a lot of people that wouldn't normally come. So we got people from, the other side of the state and even out of state people. And so there are roughly 50 to 70 people that showed up to fight. And so we had very large line battles. It was a lot of fun.
Of course
There
they
was-
had to come. Winter was coming.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And yeah, there was a tournament in the middle of the event, and I actually placed second out of, I think it was 15 people in single sword combat. So
Yeah, Slicer.
So yeah, apparently when I have a weapon that isn't crafted like shit, I'm actually pretty fast compared
Damn
to
right.
other fighters there.
A friend of mine is absolutely going to be good at fake fighting.
Just like his bro Kenshi.
Yep.
One thing that usually happens at events, though, because there's a lot of people and not a lot of people to ref, a thing called sloughing happens, where you don't take your hit. Somebody hits you and you just ignore it. And that's bad. It makes a lot of people feel very butthurt, basically, and salty, and generally just kind of sours the entire event. This did not have that. There were a few guys that were like, okay, I got a chest shot on you and you take an arm. That's kind of scummy, but it's not ignoring the hit at the very least. So a very small amount of people that did that, but it didn't really sour anything or stand out very much. So that was very nice. A lot of very happy people left that event, so really glad. The unfortunate side of that was I was fighting for about 5.5 hours, and so I was pretty much wrecked for the next 2 days.
Yeah, you were.
Still really sore, and my right hand is like cramped up in a weird kind of way.
Enjoy it. It's the spoils of war.
No, I will not enjoy it. It sucks. It's
means
every bit worth it, but fuck.
It means you did something worthwhile, Slicer. Let's enjoy that.
Ugh. I hate that you're right. Yeah, so that was a thing. Yeah, I think that's about it, really. I tried to get my hands on some games in preparation for this computer, and I was kind of running into the problem where I didn't have any money because I was trying to figure out what was the problem with the computer. So, yeah, I have a few free-to-play games, though, so hey, there's that. In addition to some games that I had bought before and just never actually got around to playing because I was playing other games. So, yay, there's that. Also, I'm going to watch the dub of Kill la Kill at some point. I've decided this. Apparently, it's pretty good. So, I know that's probably really old news in the anime community, but I watched it subbed when it first came out. Never really looked back.
Yeah, same. I should probably look at that too. I didn't even know they'd done a dub.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, never mind. I'm just not even going to get into it.
Well,
So, yeah.
I'd watched the show already. Why would I even look into it?
Yeah, that was kind of my mentality. It was one of those shows where I didn't really feel like it was rewatchable. Like, I had already gotten everything I could out of one watch from the show, but enough time has passed that I've forgotten the major or the more minor details to make it worth it again, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes having a bad memory is useful. Most of the time, it's not. So yes, that is my week.
Okay. I do have one more thing that I feel like I should bring up that I've neglected to bring up for the past 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah, Slicer knows about it because I've talked about it with him before. I'm a big fan of Rooster Teeth stuff, just in general, like all over. Like just about everything that they do, I'm a decent fan of, except for Funhouse, they suck.
Yeah, fuck Funhouse.
Yeah. But yeah, they started a new program called Double Gold, which is basically like their sponsor stuff, or First as it's called now, where you get a premium account and you can watch all the cool stuff, and the shows that are public anyway you can watch before everyone else. But with the Double Gold, you also get a box of stuff, basically, that is not on the store or anything anywhere else. You can't get it anywhere else. It's just a box of things. And it's a pretty good deal. I think it's $40 a month, I think. And it actually gives you some kind of cool stuff, like bear with me while I pull one of the boxes too, so I can look through it.
Oh, interactive.
Yay! This would be great if it was the video podcast. I forgot to bring it up on the video podcast as well. So that's
Yeah.
So like the last box that I got, which was the September box, was theater mode themed. So there is a giant cup in the style of movie theater cups, only hard plastic, and Achievement Hunter sunglasses, and a box of popcorn, like the actual unpopped popcorn that you put in the microwave. Coasters and some other stuff, some free games, like game codes and things like that. It's actually a pretty good deal, and like I say, unique. You can't really get anywhere else. Only problem with it is, well, one, apparently it's limited run, so they aren't actually having anyone else sign up for it at the moment. And two, probably the reason why they aren't having anyone else sign up for it at the moment is they almost universally arrive late. Like, they're supposed to be... The first box was supposed to be sent out in August, and I got it at the end of September. The September box, I got at the end of October. And the October box, I am still waiting for. So, not the best, not the best shipping speed and everything. It's just really bad because the August box was actually a back-to-school thing. The October box is a Halloween thing, which is going to be very, very out of date by the time I get it. So
Yeah, I think they really overestimated the demand and how much effort goes into doing this, and they just kind of got overwhelmed.
yeah, a little bit. I feel like it's the sort of thing that will get fixed eventually, and the easiest fix is probably saying, hey, we should probably send these out earlier in the month, rather than, like, the 15th. But, you know, whatever. But,
That
yeah.
is straight up take a month off just to have a breather, get things caught up, that kind of thing. Just not charge people, but not have a box that month or something.
Yeah, and give people credit in the store or something like that. That'd probably work. But, yeah, it's pretty solid, so if they do, like, start signing people up again for it, it's probably worth checking out. Like I say, send some cool stuff every month. It's cool.
I'm trying to check what the price of it is, because you can sign up for it still. I'm on their site now, but my internet is absolute shit right now. I don't know what's wrong with it.
I don't think you
wait,
can, because they did the explanation for how to sign up for first accounts because Ruby started. And yeah, it says Double Gold is sold out on that, so...
Oh, I see. And I think I realized the problem now. I use a USB inserted wireless card, and it's good for Windows 7 and below. So I think it's outdated, and it's just chugging to keep up with the new operating system.
Okay. What
On
was
the
the
other-
problem with... I'm confused where problem became problem.
My connection is really bad. Like, not... It's weird bad. Like, my laptop is running just fine, but the computer is not.
Oh.
So I can only assume it's the outdated USB Wi-Fi.
Well, we can hear you just fine, so that's fine. Ken, you were saying something, I think.
Yeah, these dried cranberries are delicious.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
No,
I'm
they're not.
eating.
They're cranberries. They're disgusting.
Dried cranberries are good.
I feel like I don't believe you.
Well, it doesn't matter because you're not eating them. I am.
You're not wrong. You enjoy those shitty cranberries.
They're good for you.
Okay. Patient, how's that alarm thing going for you? You good?
Nothing coming on presently. Perhaps they've actually finished for the day. I can
Yay!
have. But I'm not going to take any chances because it's ear-splittingly loud, so I'm going to be turning off my microphone again as soon as I'm finished with telling how my week has gone.
So,
There's
what's the deal?
not really all that much to say. My sopapilla cheesecake was a big hit, so that's
Yay.
good.
that I still haven't gotten.
And this,
I don't know whether that was mocking or just yeah, whatever. I don't know.
besides that, big news for the Crossbrain. We've finally reached the top 10.
Oh,
Nice. Congrats.
Indeed. And as celebration, we're starting to publish the omakes that our fans have written for this bite as their own story on Hornet's profile.
Yay! I guess. I don't know.
I mean, there are a lot of really good side stories. So
There are, yes.
not sure exactly how much they'd be canon, but aside from that, not too much going on. I've almost finished collecting all of the heart pieces on Majora's Mask. I've only got 5 to go. So I'll probably have the game beaten 100% by the next podcast, so that's nice. Probably going to go for doing Ocarina of Time 100% next. But that aside, yeah, just another week at college, and well, Thanksgiving break is coming up. So besides that, nothing that notable.
Cool. Okay. So that's the what we're doing thing. So, random.
let's do the thing that will make me sad.
Okay, so the anime this week was UFO Ultramaiden Valkyrie. Was it Ultramarine? No, it was Ultramaiden. It must have been. Ultramarine is a different thing. And
I believe so. Yeah.
So, yeah, full disclosure, I tried to watch this. It was like 3 hours ago, so just before my very brief attempt at sleep. And the first thing it showed was like an airport, and then it was all normal, and then an alien walked up to the counter at the airport, and no one was perturbed in any way. And then it panned out to more aliens in the airport, and it was all okay. And I'm like, okay, there's aliens are a normal thing in this setting, I guess. Then dude's parents are leaving or something, and then bathhouse, and there is an 8-year-old girl, and all of a sudden a lot of boobs that kind of have nipples but don't, and then there was more aliens, and then the main character gets called a pedophile, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed. That's what happened after that. I went to bed.
Great synopsis.
I'm bed.
Yeah, so I have no fucking idea what this show is. I'm a little confused because I think Zero said he watched this because it was like new in whatever season.
No way.
And
Was new.
this was like 90s anime. This looked like Evangelion. Like the original Evangelion.
Ugh. The show is just not good. Like even the other disturbing parts to me. The fact that the main girl's like 8, even though it's not a real body apparently, or whatever. It's still weird. It's just not good. It seems like a busted ass Tenchi Muyo.
If I'd watched that, I would probably get that reference, but I didn't, so I don't care. But I guess,
Fair
that's
enough.
exactly accurate, Kenshi. You are wise and magnanimous. Why did I go to magnanimous? I don't know. You're smart, Kenshi. You're smart. You're super smart.
Don't patronize me, bitch. Keep patronizing me. But yeah, I didn't really like any of this at all.
So, did anyone watch this to the point of understanding what the fuck it was about?
No, not even slightly. I mean, I watched the whole thing and I still don't understand it. I've got no idea what it was even talking about for most of it.
I mean, there might be more to it, but as far as I can see for the first episode, the story is about chicks. Alien
Okay.
chicks.
Yeah, there was a weird army of cat girls in it as well, or something like that, and then
Indeed.
Flash, which just came out of nowhere and was just a princess, I think. I really have a hard time remembering this, and I only watched it about half an hour ago.
Yeah, but okay. Shout out to the translators for actually nutting up and actually using the word pedophile and not lolicon to make it sound less bad. So, fair play.
I mean, they're not wrong, even if they're not right. I mean, we all knew this was not going to be good.
I don't even know whether it was good. I don't even know what it was or what it was even trying to be, so I can't determine quality based on the merits
didn't
of
make an
genre or
impression-
anything. I don't even know.
If it didn't make an impression, that's worse than it being just bad to you. Because at least if it was bad, there's something to rant about.
Yeah.
This was
Sometimes
nothing
they're a
show.
bad anime and you think, oh god, at least it wasn't anything worse. And then the next week it's something way worse and you're like, what? No, bring back the shitty anime about dying people.
I mean, it's anime. It's shows like this that make me wish that Patient hadn't vetoed that one. Because at least we could have gotten some mileage out of talking about how screwed up it was.
We could have, but I don't want it on my internet history. Can we roll again, please?
Yeah, sure. So I'm doing it. Give me a second. 19.
What would 19 be?
I don't know.
15, 16, 17, 18. Aw. It's aw.
R, matey. Pirate letter.
Patient, how many in aw?
If he's gotten that far.
Alright, sorry, we kind of jumped this on you a little bit.
Unfortunately, I have not done R. It all fits on one page, but I'll do the counting, Casey. I'll do the counting.
But I count. It's a thing we do.
He wants to. Let him have it.
If there's a lot of them, I'm going to let him do it. If there's not, it's fine.
Very well.
So I'm hoping for something that's, good this week.
I mean, if you can wait, I can probably have it organized.
3 zeros on this list, by the way.
And we're not doing that. I'm pretty sure we've all seen it, or seen enough of it that we can claim to have seen it.
That apparently doesn't matter. Because Casey's going to make us do Naruto that one week.
I still argue against that.
I do too.
100. By the way, why is Ruby on here 4 times?
Because it's the different seasons of Ruby.
Yeah, but it's like an hour and a half long for each of them in total. Whatever.
It's probably the compilation of the entire season.
It's fine. So 100.
Okie doke. 100. It's a nice even number.
It is. Even though there's like 2 missing slots in this for no reason.
And we get 83. 83.
Okay.
So,
I think I'm gonna get pizza tonight.
what kind of pizza?
I don't know. I'm thinking bacon cheeseburger. I'm in the mood for something weird.
Where are you getting it from? That's not weird.
Casey's. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if those are everywhere. It's a gas station that is pizza. It's actually really good pizza.
Yeah, I don't have that over here in my neck
Oh.
of the country.
So 83. I've heard of it.
You don't sound like you want to watch this.
Romeo x Juliet.
Damn it!
Okay.
Oh, Christ.
I mean, Ken, you got to remember we're working on Sturgeon's Law here as far as anime goes. So yeah, most of them are going to be shit.
Plot summary is, this is a story of a young and tragic love set in the aerial city of New Verona. Tyranny rules this island in the sky after the... Yeah, it's still Montague family took control 14 years prior.
Casey, we
Yeah.
all know the plot of Romeo and Juliet. Don't try and church it up anime style. It's anime Romeo and Juliet.
Oh,
okay?
I'm sorry, I read that wrong. It's not New Verona, it's Neo Verona. My apologies.
No, of course.
Also,
So-
the Montagues didn't take over the city in Romeo and Juliet. Just want to throw it out there.
So, Guy, any intention of using your veto here?
Nope, not even slightly.
He's going to
What do you
use
think?
Yeah,
it.
this really isn't.
Yeah, he planned on using it to troll us. He was planning to use it for a real reason.
Bear in mind, guy, you don't get 2 if it rolls over to the next year.
Yeah, I know.
I
That's
think
fine.
I think he should.
No, I don't want to give him that much power. Why would I do
No,
that?
I mean,
He'll have earned it.
yeah, we get those once a year. If he has a restraint enough to do that, he should get 2 of them.
No, he's not getting 2.
All in favor of vetoes carrying over between years, say aye.
Guy, are you gonna vote here?
Got it.
I don't want the veto to carry over. That's fine.
He doesn't even care.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then. Moot point then. Nobody
Yeah,
cares.
probably should have asked Guy's opinion on this, since it's the only, he's the only one this applies to. Oh well. The disparity among the wealthy and poor is apparent in the present state. The earth dries and water stagnates. The sky itself is wrapped in a deep, dense fog. Both Romeo and Juliet's lineages are of present and past ruling families of Neo Verona. Romeo is the son of the current Montague dictator. Juliet, a beautiful woman. Sorry, we had to clarify that. It's a beautiful woman for you, by the way.
Oh, good. No
Masquerades.
fatties, I mean...
Masquerades as a man? Is this also that
No,
other play whose name I forget?
I'm confused by all of this, but continue.
It's not Much Ado, that was a different one. Patient, help me out here. Which one's the one where a woman dresses a man in Shakespeare?
In Shakespeare, that's Twelfth Night.
No, it isn't.
Casey, patient. We don't all jerk it to Billy Shakespeare like you two do. This doesn't matter. I call him Bill. I call him Billy.
Twelfth
Shakespeare.
Night, Sebastian's twin sister Viola dresses up as a man named Cesario. Remember?
I'm sure there was another one. Because I know, what's his name? The director that has a Shakespeare boner. That he actually did an adaptation for film. Shit.
Okay, when we started the podcast, you dropped like 4 topics because you were too brain dead to talk about them. Now you're talking Shakespeare. Pick up your goddamn
This
mind.
bothers me. I know. Fuck. Woman is as a man.
Oh my God! Really? We're doing this right now,
On.
Apparently.
guy. Veto this so he can shut up and we can get.
Give me a second.
You're getting a new one in 2 months anyway. Do it.
Oh, here we go. There's a list of them. There's apparently a lot. Was it As You Like It? I think it might have been As You Like It that I was thinking of.
This was As I Like It. You shut the hell up already.
Okay, fine. I'll go back to reading the synopsis.
As you
So-
like it. Isn't that the same thing as 12th Night? Oh no, that's Or What You Will, sorry.
So Juliet, a beautiful woman, masquerades as a man, Odin.
All right. It's not Italian at all.
She, well, how Italian is Neo Verona? She's the last descendant of Capulet, the previous rulers who were killed by an assassin's dagger 14 years ago. Her true background is not to be revealed to her until her 16th birthday. The cruel hands of fate introduces two people who will become star-crossed lovers. God, this sounds stupid.
It sounds like such an original plot. It's never been done before, though.
See, it actually hasn't, or it might not. It's not fucking Shakespeare, because it's not Romeo and Juliet, because a lot of the elements that were important to that is just fucking gone. Apparently, all the Capulets are dead, so the whole you need to marry someone else thing's kind of out the window, and
I mean, this seems like if someone made fan fiction of Shakespeare, this would be one of the stories that would be made.
can we just watch Throne of Blood instead?
Not unless God vetoes this.
What?
Or we could just wait for me to finish compiling the R section and roll again.
Not unless God vetoes this one.
I'm not feeling it, Mike.
I can't hear what you're
Did
saying,
already
guy.
choose, so
He's not gonna veto it, so we're watching it.
Remember how I was ragging on Ultramaiden, Ultramarine Valkyrie a few minutes ago, and how pissy I was getting about it? I'm sorry, Ultramarine Valkyrie. You weren't so bad. You weren't
I mean, here's the
mocking
thing.
and degrading something that I actually enjoy. So
But here's the thing. This is gonna get this at best. At best, this will be decent. At worst, this will get a rant out of me, which is all I really want from some of these.
oh god. Okay. Right.
Got your composure back?
A little bit. I'm just double checking that fucking play that I was thinking of.
I mean, if you don't like this, then we could watch like the '90s
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet movie with guns.
It was As You Like It, and yeah, Kenneth Branagh did an adaptation for film that was set in Japan for some reason. So it was relevant. See?
okay.
Makes sense, right? I think it was just so that they could put Brian Blessed in samurai armor, but, you know, I think that was a valid reason to do anything, to be perfectly honest with you. Anyway, no one understands the things that I like. Except Patient. Patient is my bro in this episode.
Which makes me no one. I'm fine with that.
I love you, Patient. I just said you're my bro.
Thought I was your bro. Am I being replaced?
Maybe.
Fuck you, patient. I'm
Yes.
not going down without a fight.
You're not my type, Kenshi.
I'm everyone's type.
He is the
We
type.
just established that I'm no one.
The fuck are we talking? Okay. How long have we been going? Like an hour, roundabout? Okay, topics. Oh no, we've got a thing to do first. Slicer has a story to tell us about... What the fuck were you going to talk about, Slicer?
Well, let me explain a thing. Okay, so I was watching Always Open, Rooster Teeth's new-ish podcast, mostly female cast, and they were talking about catfishing, which is where somebody online fools you into thinking they're someone else. This is kind of it relies on stupid people, basically. In my case, I was somewhere in the age of 10 to 12, and I was playing a game called Diablo 2, which is where I got my username from, funny enough. And So I had a friend in Ellenbridge School named Rob, and he was one of my friends. Not the best friend, but somewhere in there. And his standout moment in my life was him stealing my scythe as in my Reaper costume for Halloween. He just stole it. It was this shitty dollar foam one, but whatever. Fuck you. I was poor. I like that scythe. Anyway,
Don't you live on a
so
farm? Don't you have actual scythes?
no. Well, I do now, but at the time I was living in a town, a smallish town. But yeah, so a few years later, I was playing Diablo 2, and I get contacted from this guy from out of nowhere, and he's like, "Hey, it's me, Rob." And, you know, immediately anyone with worldly experience would be like, "Haha, no, fuck you, that's stupid." I was 10, and I had no friends, because it was like just moved, or, well, no online friends anyway. And, yeah, so we actually became friends, and eventually he's like, "Yeah, I was actually trying to scam you, but you're kind of a decent kid, so yeah." It was pretty funny.
So
And that is my experience with catfishing.
I was expecting that to last a lot longer than it did.
Yeah, no, that's what I said beforehand. I'm like, you guys are hyping the story up way too much. It's not that good.
I thought there was a payoff to it, like it was a chick that you found that was a dude or something. That's what I thought the payoff would be, or something along those lines. Something hilarious.
No, I'm the kind who has the opposite happen.
Personally, I'm quite content with the conclusion of that story.
Well, yeah, you are, because you don't want bad things and funny things to happen to other people. I do.
Well, I had a friendship out of it, so hey, that was a good ending to me.
So you're now friends with the dude who attempted to scam you?
Well, it was for a while. I mean, I stopped playing the game, and all of my friends from that game I didn't know them in any other medium, so, yeah. But by that point, I mean, I kept playing the game for a long time after it became, unpopular. But, so, they had mostly drifted away by that point.
That's a sad story.
A little bit. It happens with gaming, though. Old gaming. I mean, nowadays, you're pretty much friends through several different formats, so it's easy to keep up with people.
I still have more friends from PlayStation 3 in 2007. So, yeah.
So, does anyone else have any experience with that kind of thing? Catfish?
No.
No. Never anyone trying to pretend to be someone that I know, no.
Yeah. Aside from the stereotypical spam emails, sexy singles are looking for you. Sexy Christian singles are looking for you. Or whatever. Stupid shit.
Does that last one actually happen, or?
Yes.
Yes.
They just throw on adjectives. It's like, sexy black Christians are looking for you. It's like, what the fuck? Indonesian Scientologists are looking for you. That's really niche.
So, do we have any topics for this week, or are we just going to keep spamming adjectives?
I mean, I could do this for like a few minutes.
I'm willing to just let this play out and see what happens, to be perfectly honest with you.
Because Slicer's really good at these.
Because I've gotten so many of them. Oh, it's stupid. So very stupid.
Okay. I think this well is dry.
This topic is depowering characters. And this is the part where I would have to think, so I'm going to throw it over to Kenshi. You're now the interim host, so you have fun with that.
Oh, God damn it. I don't want to. Fine, whatever. So, say you have a character that's too strong for your plot. And you've already built him up to that level, or whatever point you interject him into your story, canon has built him up to that level. What do? Well, you knock a few points off his badass meter, but how do you do it? That's depowering your character.
I hate this a lot. Like, a lot.
I'm not fond of it either. I'm not fond of it at all.
I usually see it in, like, anyone familiar with Power Rangers?
Yes.
I am.
And like, there's always that one ranger that wasn't part of the team.
The Green Ranger.
Yeah, basically the Green Ranger. I think it was the White Ranger one season. That style of character where it's like it's a hero that's not part of the main party, and like when he joins the team officially, he always gets less badass and less powerful and less competent. It's stupid.
That's not depowering a character. That's something more like decay.
Mm.
Depowering a character would be like the time when they stripped the Green Ranger of his powers, basically put him on a bus so that he wasn't part of the show anymore. Because if I recall correctly, the Japanese version killed him off, so they put him on a bus instead.
Oh. Huh.
I like buses.
Did you just say I like buses? Do you like trains too?
Oh,
What's
fuck
wrong with trains?
Fuck trains.
Oh. Honestly, trains are awesome.
Nothing. That was nothing. Never mind.
You were thinking fuck train has no brakes, were you?
But no, actually, it was
Oh.
the Ed's World animation. I like trains. Or
Just me then.
no, it's Tomska. Never mind. I think.
Yeah, it's Tomsko. Yeah. Kenji is supposed to be hosting. Host.
No, I'm doing something.
So, has anyone had to do this in their own stories?
I have done this, but
Yeah,
mostly I did it because I did it in Shinobi High Seas. Mostly because I didn't know what the fuck the Renegon could do,
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
or that Naruto was going to get all the power-ups that he got.
Unless you mean like temporarily crippling a character, neither I nor the Crossbrain have come close to it in our shared stories. The One Piece doesn't really fit for a depowered situation. The only situation I can think of where someone legitimately loses their devil fruit powers is, 9 minutes.
Knew that this was going to come up.
Yeah.
Try to avoid mentioning it. So yeah, I did it, but would that really count as depowering it? Because it wasn't really, well, he was depowered, but it was kind of like a plot point more than just, yeah, he's too strong, let's depower him just because.
I mean, I did it in one of my stories for drama-preserving handicap reasons. Like, in the newest Challenger, I had Naruto get kind of crippled by Akuma so that he couldn't tap into the Kyuubi's power for the entire arc of where he was basically fighting second-tier villains to make them an actual threat.
That sounds like a legitimate thing. I mean, yeah, you made it interesting by doing that.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
Woo.
Casey, what do you think about all this?
He
I
thinks
think
that he
it's
should be in
cool, I
bed.
guess. Yeah, super cool depower characters.
Make an attempt or watch that Power Ranger video that I linked.
Are you sleepy or not? No, just
Slash made me think of that video when he said Green Ranger, so I linked it.
Did you post something in Discord? I didn't see it.
I did.
Oh, there we go. It doesn't scroll down automatically. I don't know why.
Pete was wondering whether I'm stoned. I tried pot muffins once. Didn't do anything.
I think that Casey has a drama-preserving handicap right now. To keep him from being as much of a dick as he can be, he's super sleepy.
Yeah, it's working pretty well.
It's really not. You're still a dick. You're just, more sluggish about it.
Fuck you too, Kenji.
There you go. So, Guy, in your experiences, what were, like, as far as depowering went?
I don't even know, honestly.
Like, what purpose did? Because I haven't read all of 9 minutes. So, what was the circumstances?
Well, Luffy died. It was pretty much the first start of the story. Luffy died in the very first chapter. He came back to life, and he lost his devil fruit for it.
Ah, that.
Yeah. So for most of the arc, he was pretty much powerless. He never had all of his fighting style. He was much weaker than he usually was. But I'm not sure if that counts as depowering, because it's actually the plot of this story that, he's actually struggling a bit more with this. Does that count as just giving him a handicap?
It's still depowering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why didn't I recognize that the story started with that? I'm an idiot. My apologies. Casey,
yeah.
I need you to focus up. I need you to find whatever you got left in that gut of yours. And stand up.
Okay, what do you need?
You to pay attention and be cognizant of what's going on around
I
you.
am paying attention. I'm just
I never
resting
pay
my
attention,
eyes.
honestly.
We know.
Okay, I think that's all we're going to get out of this one. I don't know what Slice is doing.
That Green Ranger video is a thing. I don't even. Yeah.
I know it is.
I can't type the Green Ranger link.
I linked it.
I have to put it in the link dump. Ranger video Discord is where it is. Okay.
I don't genuinely know if this comment is racist, but that's like straight off a black person Twitter. Like wow.
It is. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
So should we do the next topic, or are we just jumping straight to recommendations?
Designated girl fight.
Because I don't think you'll be conscious if you...
I'm totally fine.
Okay.
I move that
Sure
we
you are.
proceed to recommendations. Do I have a second?
This is democracy.
I think that would be for the best, actually.
We've proved over the past few months
It
that
totally-
democracy is broken.
Well, yes, but not here. It has a sanctum here.
No, it
And I
doesn't.
vote we move to recommendations.
Seconded. All in favor?
I mean, as long as Casey doesn't take it there, we're just really not going to go there.
Yay!
Yeah, we totally can,
tyrannical
though. We just start
dictators
talking
for the
about
win! Yay! Designated girl fight. Talk,
I mean, you
motherfuckers.
Okay, fine, we'll talk about it. I never do this. Designated girl fights basically when there's a team of heroes, or then there's a, like, say there's a 5-on-5 hero versus villain situation. The girl will fight the girl of that group. Because gender reasons,
Never hit a woman is
Yeah,
the rule.
pretty
It's a
much.
shitty rule. It's a stupid rule, but it's the
It's
rule.
a rule I never follow. So I never do this, ever. Girls fight dudes when I write stuff. Sorry.
Girls fight anyone, basically.
Yeah,
is the-
don't
Yeah.
say sorry. That's how things should work. If a woman is strong enough to fight, then yes, let her fucking fight. That's kind of the point of her getting strong enough to fight, is so that she can fight. Not to only fight women. That's...
Casey, this is the 80s. Girls are only good for fighting girls and being captured. That's the that's tradition.
You know, come to think of it, One Piece does seem to do... it does
Yeah,
seem to
it
follow
does.
this trip quite a bit. I mean, Alabasta and Enies Lobby both had Nami matched up against a female fighter.
Yep.
Was this intentionally done as a gender thing, or was it just like that's who
Probably.
they ended up fighting?
That never hit a woman thing that we were talking about, that is way... I won't say it's way more prevalent, but it is definitely a thing in Japan.
Sanji definitely follows it. That's how Nami ended up fighting Khalifa in Eni's lobby. But I think it just happened in Alabasta. She was faced with the second strongest woman in the criminal organization, Baroque Works, and fought against her with her new weapon from Usopp that was designed more as a party toy than anything else. So
That's the Watsonian perspective. The Doylist, I'd probably say that, yeah, Oda probably has a thing about not hitting women. Men not
Yes.
hitting women.
Yeah, seeing as how I don't remember Luffy or anyone else for that matter really fighting any women.
Oh, really? Why didn't you think of the Amazon Lily arc? And when Luffy fought Boa Sandersonia and Boa Marigold, what do you call
I
that?
don't really count that because he didn't really hurt them.
No, he very, very rarely actually fought back. He was running for most of that arc.
You have a point, now that I think of it. Okay, let me see. Alvida.
That was pretty bad for that.
How about Alvida?
Alvida is a good point, but I'd say anime actually has, bad as it is, has a bit of a caveat on the never hit a woman thing if they're incredibly, incredibly ugly or fat.
Okay, let's see. Buddy.
Punk Hazard was pretty bad for us with Monitor
Miss
Sashiki.
There was also the part where he hit Miss Valentine in Whiskey Peak.
Fair play. It still stands that it's very, very rare, though.
I don't think to me, and this is just me because I might be stupid, I don't really count it when it's like those one-shot deals. Because he one-shotted Alvida and he one-shotted Miss Valentine, and it wasn't really a thing.
Wasn't a fight. It was just
Not really.
Yeah.
Fair. Trying to come up with at least one example. There has to be one somewhere in One Piece.
I don't think there is. I'm thinking about it, and like Usopp fought what's his
Mary
name?
Chris-
Corona.
Yeah, Perona, but that wasn't really a fight in the traditional sense of things.
Yeah, no kidding. That was the ending of that was funny. That's what it was. But let's see. My Bark, no. Water 7, no. Eni's Lobby, no.
It's really bothers him.
He's trying so hard.
Yeah.
Skypea, there weren't any female opponents there.
No.
Jaya, nothing. Alabasta, there was Merry Christmas, but she's an old woman. And come to think of it,
Is she out of her? Is that the logic here? I'm confused.
he tried to hit her, but he never really succeeded. It was a game of whack-a-mole, if I recall correctly.
Moles.
Did you give up yet?
Okay. Well, how about the current arc? I mean, the main antagonist is a woman. You can't possibly tell me that there's not going to be a serious fight between Luffy and one of the emperors. How about that?
We ain't there yet, so we don't know.
We don't know, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it's either not gonna end in a fight or it's going to fall to someone else to fight her.
Well, this is Oda we're talking about. We can't put anything past that man. Fine, I concede.
Okay.
Yeah! I don't know why I feel like I just won, but I feel like I won something.
Doesn't mean that we're not going to find some way to subvert it into spikes in the future.
No, absolutely. It's fine. That's a thing I personally would appreciate because, I am very much of the mind that if a woman wants to fight, then she should be able to fight. Not be restricted by let's call it chivalry. I mean,
I mean,
Sanji, it makes sense, and that is a very, very, very dominant character trait that he has. Anyone else should not really give a shit.
well, what about Zoro?
Should not, definitely not give a shit.
Yeah, he has backstory reasons to be against that. Even I know that.
Yeah, I say that. He hasn't been matched up against a woman very much in the series, but the couple of times he hasn't. Come to think of it, I think that the only ones besides...
It was always Tashigi. And there is a very specific reason why he wouldn't...
Yeah, the only one I was thinking of besides that was from One Piece film Z, so I'm not that probably doesn't count.
Haven't seen that one. Though in fairness, I've only seen 2 of the films.
Which ones?
Strong World and the one with the mechanic guy.
That would be, Mechanic...
Ratchet.
That's the 4th movie, I believe.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was funny.
I don't think I saw that one, actually.
It's pretty good. It's like, the entire time the villain is built up and built up and built up, it is such a fucking nothing. Just completely, it's hilarious.
Bear that in mind, then. Okay, so, it's clearly established in One Piece. Do we have it established in other series as well?
Naruto doesn't have it, I believe.
I don't think... I believe Bleach subverts that as well. I mean, there are plenty of powerful female fighters in the series, and they're not often restricted by gender.
Yeah, and bad stuff happens to them in those fights. Like, Soifun gets her arm aged off.
Oh yeah, that happened.
To be fair, the same thing happens to the male fighters, so
Yeah.
it's equal opportunity maiming, I guess.
Pretty much.
So I guess One Piece is the only one of the quote-unquote big 3, or what used to be the big 3, that actually does this. Because Naruto definitely didn't, because Sakura got her fight with
Saku and...
Sasori?
Yeah, she got... Yeah, Sasori.
Yeah.
Okay, it's less prevalent in Shippuden. The problem with Naruto in that aspect is that there just aren't very many female fighters. They're generally not in the front lines, it seems like. It's mostly male.
But she was also in a fight in the first part as well, with the sound team.
Yeah. When she got beat up for like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
A lot of that was Kin doing it, so that would be female on female fight.
Zaku beat the shit out of her. Like,
yeah, so her male teammates didn't hesitate to jump in, is what I'm saying. So that was just more of a circumstance coincidence than anything that they ended up fighting.
Okay. Yeah.
I was tempted to bring up Dragon Ball, but really the only female fighter in the core cast who has any chance of keeping up with the rest of them is 18.
And she doesn't fight after she's done her arc.
she doesn't fight after she fights Vegeta. Like,
yeah, after her arc.
Yeah, no, but that fight though, goddamn.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mm.
God damn.
Always nice to see Vegeta getting the shit kicked out of him.
Did anyone get the name of that bitch?
I love Vegeta.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I love to hate him.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did anyone else ever catch the significance of Vegeta's name, the reference to his name, as since all Saiyans are named after vegetables?
Yes.
Yes.
No? I mean, vegetable, but...
He is literally named Vegetable rather than a vegetable.
Which means he encompasses all the vegetables because he is the prince of all Saiyans.
Likewise, his brother, arguable canon, is Tarbles, I think it was.
Yes.
Tarbles? Yeah.
Tarble.
Yeah. So, also same thing. Yeah. which makes sense because they're both of the royal family.
Yeah. So I can't really think of any other fighting anime off the top of my head that I'm familiar with.
I'm trying to think of Western shows that whether they do or don't do this. I mean, I'm trying to think of examples of it happening in Avatar, the Last Airbender version, because it definitely isn't in play in Korra, but Last
All right,
Airbender, I can't really remember.
Let's see here. Katara, well, definitely it wasn't the case with Toph whenever... Okay, I come to think of it, I'm not sure that there were a lot of one-on-one fights in that series.
You shouldn't be
Katara ends
thinking
up
of the heroes. Think of the villains. Look at Azula's team. All female, and they took on everyone.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the first show my mind jumped to was Teen Titans, and that they didn't give a shit who they were punching in the face.
Ah, yes.
Fair play. Yay for being progressive, I guess.
Yeah. Ah. Yay for universal punching.
Yay!
All right, so does that about cover that topic then?
Pretty much, I guess. This is a thing that I think needs to go away, but I don't control culture, so.
Yeah, it's okay for women to fight women, but it's also okay for them to fight literally everyone else. Don't gender lock people like that. It's stupid.
Yeah, very. Also, you brought up Teen Titans, which made me remember something that happened this week. It was Young Justice got a season 3.
What?
Yay!
What?
They announced a season 3 for Young Justice.
Oh shit!
Wow. Okay. That seems like a hell of a delay, but
Yeah, that's what happens when a show gets cancelled. Yeah, that's good news. I look forward to Mr. Zote writing the time skip for that as well. So that's
is
the
it
thing.
going to be another time skip or?
I had no idea, but if there is one, he's going to have to write it, and he is going to be locked into his story for the next 50 years. He's still in the first year. There's 6 to go.
Who are we talking about, by the way?
Mr. Zote, with this ring.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because he did the first year of, which was the first season, and then he decided, hey, I'm going to do all of the time skip, like not skipping anything.
Oh.
He is still technically in the first year of that story, out of 6.
I see. Okay then.
He's been writing for 2 years, literally non-stop, updating daily with 1,000 words.
So yeah, he's probably going to resort to a time skip eventually.
No,
That is impressive.
it is incredibly impressive, yes. Oh, I'm going to talk about the missteps every now and again, but that guy is dedicated. You've got to hand it to him for that.
It's also a good story. I mean, it gets really outlandish. Like, holy fuck, Twilight in the harem.
Yeah, that was weird.
But it's a good story. I like it.
So is that a recommendation for this week then?
Oh no, I recommended that like 6 weeks in a row for a while.
I mean, it's a lifetime recommendation at this point, apparently. So.
Yeah, I've recommended it multiple times. So has Casey.
All right.
Recommendation.
Well,
we did talk that one through pretty extensively. I'm awake again. I don't know when that happened, but it did.
I do have a recommendation, actually.
Okay.
It's a One Piece self-insert story, actually. A different one.
Okay.
On
It's,
Space Battles, I assume.
No, this one is on fanfiction.net.
Dangerous territory. All right.
Mm.
Well, I'm putting the description here. The title is To Look at the Sea Without Wishing by Lady Ayuka. It's a reincarnation self-insert. The protagonist, past mostly unclear, is reincarnated as Luffy's twin sister. Born together, growing up together. It's a pretty young story, but it's I'm enjoying the way it's going thus far. Not much deviation from canon yet, but as I said, it's a young story, and
20 chapters and 206,000 words is not especially young.
so obviously the writer writes very long chapters, which is a good thing in my book.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Right now they're just about to enter the Arlong arc, so
Oh, really? Okay. That's a bit more fair. That, they're not actually that far in, but
yeah, they
still.
covered Luffy's childhood, growing up with Ace and stuff.
Oh, did that first. Okay, I see.
Yeah. Then skip ahead a few years until we get to, well, actually the author covered somewhat of the years in between. Not much, but not an insignificant amount.
In a tell don't show kind of way, or did they actually get into it?
More like touching more on the training that they received. I mean, reincarnation self-insert knowledge ahead of time, convincing Garp to give them hockey training, essentially.
Ah,
Using the part where Ace burst out with Conqueror's hockey during the terminal fire, Catalyst to ask about it. And so Garp trains them all up ahead of time, or 3 of them at least. Sabo, the self-insert saves Sabo from the... No, she doesn't save him. She gets caught in the shipwreck with him, and they're both taken on board. Okay, spoilers, obviously, for the Dressrosa arc for anyone who's listening. They're both taken onto Dragon Ship. Sabo doesn't get amnesia. And basically, Sabo ultimately decides to go with Dragon for the sake of his dream of freedom, being away from the kingdom where he grew up, his prison. So he decides to leave, but he keeps in touch through letters from then on. Infrequent, but he keeps in touch. So they know he's not dead.
Bubbling.
And from there, well, as I said, the story is still young, and it's, by virtue of necessity, treading to canon pretty closely. A few butterflies for better and worse here and there, but nothing too significant quite yet.
So it's doing the, I can't change anything because then I won't have my future knowledge thing.
Not so much that as just, well, there just hasn't been that big of an opportunity to change things yet, I suppose.
Ah, right. Okay.
I mean, they do have to recruit the main crew members. There's no way around that. So,
Okay.
So yeah, that's my recommendation. To Look at the Sea Without Wishing. It's a good story, updating, not fast.
It started in August, so yeah, it's updating pretty fast.
All right. And I'll call it at that for this week, just to make sure that I have something for next week.
Cool. I do not have that luxury because I screwed up, but does anyone else have any recommendations?
yep. Am I the only one? Because mine's going to take a while.
I have 2.
Okay. Do you want to go first then, or?
You can go first.
Okay. Okay. I'm sure everyone's probably stumbled across a fic like this before, but let's say we have a Bleach fic where Rukia shows up and, I don't know, Ichigo fights the Hollow but doesn't go right, and he gets launched into a tree or some shit, and he finds a fruit, and it's a devil fruit.
No.
No.
And
No.
something like that happens.
I
where
have
it's like,
never heard anything like that
Okay.
before.
that was probably a too specific of an example, but elements of other shows get thrown in, or characters, and it's a massive crossover story, that kind of thing,
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, okay, yeah.
where
Okay.
elements are thrown in and they don't make any sense, and yet they're in there because the author obviously just thinks they're cool.
Right.
And so I stumbled across a fic where that's actually done, and it works. Like, all anime is in one, or not all, but a lot of different anime are in one universe, and it's interesting.
You have our attention.
It's called The Fox of Overwatch, Naruto Uzumaki,
Christ.
by Soul Embrace 2010. Yes, it's one of those. And misleading title because he's not part of Overwatch. He runs his own organization called Foxhound.
Really?
He
with,
does.
Wow.
with the members codenamed Jinx, who is Harleen Quinzel, as in Harley Quinn,
What the fuck is this?
and their tech specialist they have a tech specialist called Chi, who is, I shit you not, from a hentai game called Viper GTS.
Only you, Slicer.
Yeah. I actually, it's, let's see, 31,000 words, 4 chapters. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I don't know why. Yeah. So that gets a recommendation from me just to witness the spectacle, if nothing else.
Okay.
I'm firmly believe that this is how it's done well. Everything just kind of makes sense. Like, some of the dialogue, as I mentioned in a review, is really exposition heavy. It doesn't come off like real something somebody would actually say. It's just weird. So there are a few moments like that, but I mean, that's common in movies too, so fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, probably should have let you go last because I have to follow that now, but,
Yeah. Sorry.
it's alright.
I'm not.
No, okay. My first recommendation is called, I just want to make sure I'm getting the title right. Where is it? Oh, right, it's because I'm getting updates from it because it's an author I follow. Alright. If memory serves, bear with me while I look it up, but I think it's called Time Traveling Trolls. You might remember last week I recommended a story that was
Is
about
that-
the main character just fucking with people. This is also a story about the main character fucking with people.
By Romantic Silence?
That's the one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is a Ruby fic. Basically, Ruby and Jorn go back in time, or rather, it's a looping fic technically. So they go back to the first day at Beacon, and don't really care about actually doing anything significant anymore because they just don't care anymore, and have just instead resorted to fucking with people.
The name of the first chapter is called Yanking Yang. And the second one is Glinda Gripes, Blake Blushes, Yanking Yang 2, Weiss Worries. Yeah, so I guess there's a theme here.
Every chapter is told from someone else's perspective. It is never told from the protagonist's perspective, the quote-unquote protagonists. So it is all about the characters getting fucked with. And we never actually know how or why or what the circumstances are for the main characters and what they're doing. Just the reactions. So probably the best way to do this sort of thing, to be honest. It does a good job.
It sounds very entertaining. I'll definitely read this one.
Also, surprisingly nice characterization for Weiss, who I usually don't like, but was actually kind of likable in this one.
Wait, you don't like Weiss? I thought she was actually your favorite character.
No.
Oh.
No.
I thought I remembered you getting like a figurine of her a while back or some shit.
No, I got the set of plushies for all of Team Ruby.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was it. Okay.
Oh yeah, I liked her one because it had a frowny face on it. It was adorable.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
Anyway, yeah. So that's a good story, and from a writer that previously only did Harry Potter stuff, and surprised.
Oh, it's
The sudden
that
change.
guy. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was
it's
just
that
a really
guy.
I thought it was a similar username. I didn't know it was the same guy.
Nope, it's that guy, and he hasn't written anything since 2014. This was just sudden burst of activity that I just wasn't expecting, but it's really good. So,
All right.
alright, and my other recommendation is called... Okay, this was on Space Battle, so bear with me.
I don't have anything to say to Vamp, so
Is it self-insert because it's on Space Battles, or
It is, yes.
of course it is. Space Battles.
that's fair enough. Okay.
It's what they do. So this one is
What
called My
series?
Explosive Academia.
You have my attention instantly.
So this one is from an author called White Eyes, who I've read something from before that did not give me a good first impression because it was a lantern fic, self-insert, with an original lantern color, and the main character was inexplicably a furry. Which was like, I can't actually speak to what the quality of the story was, but it just sent up red flags immediately. So I just didn't read it. But this one doesn't do any of that. Like I say, My Hero Academia, self-insert, complete amnesia. The protagonist doesn't have any memories whatsoever, but kind of understands that superpowers aren't a thing, or to her understanding, they aren't a thing. But they're a thing now, because she's in My Hero Academia, where everyone has superpowers, including her. And her superpower is she has pink skin, and anything she touches that has a high sugar content, if she touches it with her hands, as soon as she lets go, after 3 seconds, it will explode. With varying intensity depending on how much sugar exactly is in the item.
Huh. Okay.
Which, based on how fanfiction writers tend to give people superpowers, is surprisingly creative. Like, it's well established, it's got very clear, concise rules that it works by, and, positives and negatives. You don't get that very often when people invent superpowers. It's like, oh, they have invisibility. That's
It's
it.
quite interesting, quite refreshing to see someone take something root to giving a character superpowers. It's sort of like One Piece. You have a seemingly mediocre power, and it all depends.
Depends on how you use it, yeah. I mean, My Hero Academia is basically all about that. It lives and dies on that sort of stuff. So it's a really cool concept on its own, and the protagonist kind of accidentally falls into taking the hero track, basically. Like, absolutely no intention of doing so, but ends up doing it because of a surprisingly entertaining set of kind of contrivances, but kind of not. Like, it still makes sense that that is how it would turn out. So, it's all well thought out and everything, so it's pretty cool. Very much enjoying it so far. It's not very far in, it's only 8 chapters so far, but it only started at the beginning of this month, so it's good stuff. People should check it out if they enjoy My Hero Academia stuff. There are not many good fics for this setting yet, so
No, unfortunately.
it's good to find one. A surprising number of them are doing Spider-Man stuff. I don't get why.
He's kind of the go-to hero, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's fine, and I get giving someone Spider-Man powers. That makes sense. It would make sense as a quirk. It would absolutely make sense. I don't get why they feel like they have to do the, oh, he's a vigilante, he's a menace thing. It doesn't fit My Hero Academia in the slightest.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
Being a superhero,
the
being a
Spider-Man
vigilante
powers
is a thing.
Or yeah,
Sorry.
the Spider-Man powers or character or whatever does fit the Deku though. I mean, he's a thinking person. He's an intellectual character as far as fighting goes.
Yeah.
Or at least he was portrayed at first. I haven't watched the anime yet.
Want another season? God damn it. It's taking too long. I want more.
Losing your patience.
Shut up, patient.
That's why you got cut off.
I can't do it, but apparently the internet will do it for me. That's fine. So, yeah, that's my recommendation, My Explosive Academia. It's really cool. People should check it out if you like My Hero Academia, because it's one of the very, 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 very few good ones right now. Academia. Alright. Anyone else got any recommendations?
I do not, I'm afraid.
Guy? Do I even bother asking? Is he even still here?
Maybe.
Maybe? I don't know.
I'm going to take that incredible silence as no, and ironically, he has gone to sleep.
Ironically, you just cut out there, Kate.
He has gone to sleep.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Patreon. That's gone through this week, so...
Yay.
Speaking of, I should probably send people last month's Patreon stuff. I haven't actually done that. Okay, people found that funny for some reason. Alright, so, okay, we got a surprising number of donations this week. Month, rather. Crossbrain, still donating $10. Thank you, Crossbrain. You have
Always
your own...
a pleasure.
You have your own email address. Like, a separate one for the Crossbrain. That's surprising. Oh, I assume you set that up for the Patreon thing, actually, now I think about it. Arxum donated $10. We miss you, buddy. If you want to be on anytime, just say the word. Our recording schedule is erratic at best at the moment, so, you know, I don't know.
It seems pretty consistent to me. Every Wednesday, every other Wednesday, then every other Thursday.
Exactly. And for someone that works a regular job and it would be 8 a.m. when we would be recording. For them, that would be a bit awkward. So, you know,
Point.
I don't know. I think you still watch these episodes, so do you want to give me your email? Oh, brother, I technically already have your email. Thank you to Patreon for that. We could loop you into the email round thing that I send every week. See if you can be on, if you like. Just let me know. I don't have a name that I can call you, unfortunately, that is a pseudonym, so I'm just going to say Brent. Thanks, Brent. You donated $1. We appreciate it. Yep. Tempestropa donated $5. Thank you, Tempestropa. You're awesome. Yay. We love you, Tempestropa. You're cool. Korvik donated $20. Still got that commission thing on there for some reason. Thankfully, the taxman doesn't look at this particularly closely, so I'm okay, probably. But that's... I don't know. If they were to decide to, and you have, like, according to this, we would owe you, like, 20 different commissions. So, I don't know. If you could change that, maybe that'd be appreciated. Yeah, but thank you. Anyway, we appreciate the continued support. Hugh has donated $20 again. Thank you, Hugh. You're a cool guy. Thank you.
Your name continues to be amusing.
Yeah. Anyway, so thank you to everyone that donated. As usual, if you want to donate and just send something our way to support the stuff that we do, and you know, a surprising amount of it actually went to building Slice's computer so he can record stuff recently.
Yes.
So, you know, it does go to actually doing stuff for the channel and things. If you were concerned about that, I have no idea whether people are actually concerned about that. I'm just saying things at this point because I'm very, very tired. Did I mention that I'm very, very tired? Did it come
Also,
across?
like even if it's just $1, which is, or whatever the lowest amount Patreon can give, that still means that you like us enough to give us money.
Yeah.
Even $1, seriously, that's an ego boost, which is sometimes very needed.
Sometimes when we get like 6 views on a video, it's nice to remember
You-
people care.
You care more about views, yes. I don't mind. I expect no one to watch it, and even one view is a surprise for me. So, you know, it's how you view it, I suppose.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I look at every video, which means there will always be at least one view on the video.
Yeah.
Because I have to check to make sure it's working. Anyway, so I guess that's the episode. Anyone got anything you want to jump on with?
If anyone wants to recommend games for Just a Slice, I'm now taking recommendations for that. Like, try to keep it under $20. I do not have a lot of money. So, yeah, keep it cheap, please.
Cool.
Let me see.
Is he just going to...
Is it, what format of game? What console?
Oh, PC game, preferably. I don't have any other recording software, so, yeah. PC, cheap, any format, any game style, doesn't matter.
Alright, hang on. I've got one in mind. It's a pretty old game, but one of my favorites. If I can just find a website that has it. No.
Bum, 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 bum.
Why are you singing the start to Mr. Sandman?
Because I'm tired. How has this not gotten through?
Well, that's not helping
Give me a
you.
dream.
You're making it hard for me to focus.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll be very, very quiet then on this audio podcast for the sake of your focus.
Forget it. I'll cover it. We're just wasting time here. I'll shoot him a link when I can actually find it. Go ahead and do the outro so you can go get some sleep.
Do the outro.
Why are you stalling? You could be in bed sooner. I don't understand this.
You can't use
Telling me
sleep
how to
because
do my job.
It's more like I'm wanting you to go get some sleep because it'll be healthy for you as a friend. I'm concerned about your well-being.
You're right.
Oh,
I appreciate that.
God damn.
Patient. You're a cool guy.
Thank you.
Stop trying to take my spot. It's bro.
Trying. Who said I was trying? Who says I haven't already done it?
Casey, do the outro before I stab somebody.
Do the outro when I won't. But tell me what to do. Thanks everybody. Fandom Flux podcast. Appreciate it. It's up. contact, comments and YouTube channels and videos usually is a good place. Yeah. Patreon, we appreciate it and stuff. Thank you to everyone who donated. If you want to donate, just go on Patreon, sign up, donate some money. Appreciate it. Yeah, and thanks for listening. Podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I even save the number of this one this week?
I don't.
I don't even remember.
It's 153, by the way. It's 153 was the episode. Thanks. Bye.
Later.
Good night, everybody.